Yeah. The biggest thing that happened today, the Avs and Stars lose.
Yep. Woohoo!
All right, everyone.
Well, what was it? We gained a point on Dallas and 2 on the Avs.
Basically, yeah.
Let's
I guess
go.
so. The Avs or the Stars lost in overtime, so that kind of just kind of sets it. But either way,
I guess
big night for the Wild. I mean, I guess the bigger news would be the Vikings season is done. By the
Thank
way,
God.
everyone, welcome in Twin Cities Sports Talk. You got Jack and Bruce here today. Game reaction, season reaction for all that matters right now. Vikings end the year 9-8. A very weird season to come out with a winning record. Kind of stinks because we keep talking about one play being Devin Duvernay return against the Bears at US Bank Stadium. If he doesn't have that, your Vikings are sitting in the playoffs right now. Maybe even winning the division. If they beat the Packers, obviously the Packers would have been playing Jordan Love and all them, but the way this defense has been playing recently, I would have liked our chances. Either way, the Vikings, very good chance they would have won the division if they beat the Bears in that game. And that was one of JJ's worst games. That's the game where he had 2 or 3 picks and they still had a chance at winning.
They kicked that game-winning field goal, right?
Yep, on like the 40-yard line. So they barely got into field goal range too for the Bears there. But either way, definitely a weird season. Vikings come out 9-8, kind of ruin their higher draft pick expectations. The other thing that stinks is the Lions ended up beating the Bears, which if that happened and the Vikings lost today, then we would have got that 4th place schedule me and Jack have been talking about. That's not possible now, which kind of stinks because now we're in a spot where you got to play either the Rams or Niners next year. Actually, who will that be? Will it be the Rams? Oh, well, the Niners. Okay. Yeah, after
Niners
yesterday's game.
Seed.
Okay. All right. Yep. So we'll play the Niners instead of the 3-win Cardinals next year. So that just stinks and other stuff along those lines. But yeah, we got a lot of predictions from this weekend to go through. A lot of stuff there. We're going to talk about the Vikings game more. And then a great listener GM question for the end here. But also the wild card schedule just got released just for the AFC, Jack.
No, it's both of them.
Oh,
I did some digging. So starts off on Saturday at 4:30. You have 4:30 Eastern. You have Rams at Panthers. Yeah. Why the Panthers are in the playoffs? I don't know. I mean,
it's because the Falcons won, but it's a stupid rule.
Stupid rule.
Yeah.
Then Saturday night game at 8 p.m. Eastern is going to be the Packers at the Bears.
I can't wait for that. This is exactly what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted. A third game of the year for them.
So then going to Sunday at noon will be Bills at Jags. So Buffalo at Jacksonville.
That should be fun. Yeah,
that should be a good one. Then you go to the late slate game, which is slated at 3:30 for us here in Minnesota, which is the Niners at the Eagles.
A lot of fun games.
That should be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Sunday night game is going to be Los Angeles at New England.
Shouldn't there be or is there a Monday night game?
Yep, there is a Monday night
that's
game.
right. Yeah. Yep.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I hate that. Just keep them on the weekends.
Or just do 3 on each. Like that,
it's literally called Super Wildcard Weekend.
Yeah.
Keep it on the weekend.
Get off a Monday. Monday. No one wants
to we don't want Joe Buck.
Yeah. God. And that's the Texans at Ravens or Steelers. Well, no, Ravens or Steelers.
Which the Steelers just tied it up right now.
It's going to be the Ravens, I believe, at the moment.
They're tied.
They did just score. Okay.
Yeah, the Steelers just scored. So
I'm hoping for the Ravens, but
yeah, I think if there's a team that would make a run, it'd be the Ravens. I will say, as much as we can hate on Aaron Rodgers, I think it'd be fun to see him try to make a playoff push because
it would.
Texans are probably their easiest bid that they could get. Texans are not I mean,
that Houston defense is ridiculous.
It is. And another guy that's being underappreciated, Daniil Hunter. I think he had
100%.
18 sacks this year.
Yeah.
Let me look at so not that much. He had 14 sacks
today. For those who weren't aware.
True.
Or Myles Garrett. Sorry, not Daniel Hunter. Jesus.
Yep.
That'd have been fun if he beat the sack record. But no, Myles Garrett sacked Burrow for the NFL
23. And he only did it in 15 games too, which is the even crazier part. But yeah, a lot of stuff. And the other thing, the Jags, that's a great team. They were competing for the first seed today. If the Pats and the Broncos lost today, the Jags would have got the first seed. So a lot of stuff happened today. Two of the division kind of winners on Saturday that we predicted that we'll get to here in a second. But yeah, a lot of stuff happened. And then the best game of the day was the Vikings Packers.
Wow, let's not go that crazy.
All right. We're going to go through our predictions here. Long list here. First game, Wild Kings last night. We all said the Wild would win. So that's a big fat wrong answer from all of us. The Wild came close. Not a very clean. This was a super fast-paced game. I don't know if you got to watch any of it, but super fast-paced, just offense going at it. It was aggressive.
I watched the whole thing.
Yeah, it was physical. Very, and they fought. It went into overtime, and then they lost in shootout. So
dumb. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I need to harp on something. Kirill's shootout, for the first 4 years of him being a Wild player, was him kind of going in slow and then kind of being like a Zuccarello type, where he just flips it over the shoulder and he was perfect at it. And now I get the past. Yeah, he's trying to get too fancy. Like that backhand, he just whiffed on it. Kirill whiffed and didn't get enough power on his backhand attempt on the shootout last night. Well, it wasn't even like a backhand. It was like he had it on his forehand side, and then he barely just flipped it over to his backhand, kind of, but he just tried pushing it, kind of. It was really weird. He tried being too fancy with it.
Just honestly, cost us the game. But I mean,
yeah.
I think days, so. I mean, you're glad to get three out of 4 points there.
Yep. And we'll talk more about it as this road trip kind of finishes up now, because tomorrow we get the Kings again, and then I think it's Seattle the road trip.
Travel up to Seattle, and then that's wraps there.
But being 3-0-2 on a 7-game road trip is a great spot to be in. Great spot. Go finish it with 2 wins, though. That'd be nice. Either way, all of us wrong on our Wild score predictions. As for our player predictions, Trev was barely missed it, and I said both goalies would have 26 saves. Darcy Kemper only had 24, so I was 2 away there, but none of us got the player predictions right there. Next game was the Wolves last night against the Heat. We all said, actually, you know what? I was the only one that said the Wolves would win. Jack and Trevor said the Wolves would lose. They ended up winning.
I really thought they were going to get their ass kicked last night. I just had a weird feeling.
Going against those worst teams, they just don't do it. So, Wolves won 125 to 115. I don't think any of us got our. Actually, no. Jack got his player prediction. He said Ant would score 30, which we need to nerf this now because Ant's averaging 30 a game. So if you're going to make an Ant prediction, it has to be like 35 now. Yeah. Either way, Ant's dropped 30. Jack got his point there. Trevor and I didn't nail our player predictions. Next game was the Wolves today against the Wizards, the 9-win Wizards team. Wolves just absolutely manhandled them. They won 141 to 115, and so we all got our game prediction right there. Jack got another point because he said Ant would drop 30 in that one. Good strat there, but those two points for Jack. Exactly. Trevor and I missed our player predictions there. And then as we get to these NFL games, the 2 on Saturday, Bucks at Panthers, I think Jack was the only one to say the Panthers. Or actually, no, sorry. I was going the wrong way with that. Trevor and I said Tampa would win. And they ended up winning, 16 to 14. Yeah. So the Bucks win. It was a pretty boring game. It was wet. It was in a storm, kind of tough conditions there. But Trevor and I were on the same wavelength as we were making the predictions because we both said Bryce Young would have 2 interceptions. So we kind of just teamed up on that one. That didn't come to fruition. He had 1, but a couple close throws. But then, okay, the next game was the Seahawks at Niners to decide the 1 seed in the NFC. We all said, except Jack, that the Seahawks would win, so Jack gets the point there. As far as me and Trevor, we got that wrong. My touchdown parlay did not do well. I had Pearsall, Charbonnet, and Barner.
Quite the parlay there.
Well, okay, Pearsall did not get ruled out until like a couple hours before.
Yeah,
but Charbonnet scored, and then there was no other touchdowns scored in the game. So that sucks right there. Trevor, he said that Darnold would have 2 picks and 2 touchdowns. He didn't have either. He didn't have a pick or a touchdown. So both of us got those wrong. But Jack picked up the win for that. Next game today, Lions-Bears. We all said the Lions would win. We had that feeling, and that is correct. As for our player predictions, me and Trev said Gibbs would have 3 touchdowns. I said the Bears would have 3 rushing touchdowns. Wrong. All right. The game of the week, the game of the entire year, Vikings-Packers, week 18. We all said the Vikings would win. I feel like that was a bit free.
That was a no-brainer.
Yeah, to fruition there. Me and Trev may have overdone it a little bit, but to be completely fair, I mean, JJ got hurt again. He hurt his hand, but he also played pretty bad for the most part. He made some very high-level throws, I'll say, and we'll talk more about it. But we all got our score prediction wrong. I said our defense would have a defensive touchdown. Trev said our defense would record 3 turnovers and 3 sacks. I think they had a few sacks, but no turnovers caused by the defense. And then here we go for the game going on right now, Steelers-Ravens. I think so. Jack said the Ravens would win. I said the Steelers would win. And Trevor said the Ravens would win to 24-20. I said the Steelers would win 21-17. I actually got my player prediction correct already because I said Kenneth Gainwell will have 4+ receptions. He had 6 going into the half. So player prediction correct there for me. But
you still need your Henry 2 touchdowns there.
Oh, I did say that. Oh, shoot.
I was gonna say, let's not go too crazy here. I see that little text bubble down there. You're not getting away with that.
No, I legit did not realize that. I completely. Oh, man. Oh, no. Good catch, though. All right, I'll fix that till later when Derrick Henry scores. By the way, the Steelers are about to score again. They TJ Watt just picked off Lamar. So Steelers, get it going.
Steelers fans, you may have some hope. Not that you want it, but never know.
Yep. Anyway, that's the predictions for right now. We'll have the Steelers and Ravens in tomorrow's episode or in the future here, depending on how that goes. Anyway, about the Vikings game, I kind of hinted on it. JJ McCarthy, another mixed bag performance. I'll say the one thing he did well is he didn't give the Packers any turnover opportunities for the most part. Max Brosmer did. Did you see the play that Max Brosmer fumbled where he got tripped? I mean, Max Brosmer.
I wasn't watching the game live during then. I scrolling through Instagram a few hours ago. I was like, oh my.
Dear God, this is... Good old Max Brosmer. Good old Max Brosmer.
I hate to say his NFL career is toast, but
he'll be the third string next year. But yeah, I don't. Oh man, that play in Seattle and then this. If anyone doesn't know what we're talking about, he drops back and then he's feeling a little bit of pressure. He tries running completely out of the pocket backwards. He trips over one of our offensive linemen, I think Donovan Jackson. Which if you got tripped by a Packers player, then you would be down. He thought he was down, but it was his own guy. He gets back up with his hands held out with the ball just sitting there. Packer player swats it away and they call it a fumble, which it's the right call. It's not really complaining for that, but it just stinks. That stinks for Brosmer. But anyway, JJ McCarthy, 14 for 23 today. 182 yards in one half, so he was dialed for the most part.
Oh yeah, he had a solid game today.
Yeah, 100%. No touchdowns for him, I will say, before we go any further, Justin Jefferson, congrats on the 1,000 yards. He had 101 today. Great day from Justin, and this is what I'd like to see going into next year. Get the best wide receiver in the league involved. I think
that
it's
would
a
be
pretty
nice.
simple formula there. But yeah, going back to JJ, the incompletions that he had, definitely a bit wild off-platform throws. He didn't have his feet set on a bunch of them. They sailed. They went over guys' heads, but I'm like, that's the thing. He's good off-platform when he needs to be. A few of these throws, one to Ben Sims that really sticks out where he's rolling out to the right, and then Ben Sims along the sideline on an outbreaking kind of route. The throw probably went about 98 miles per hour. But he just
I don't know. That's
well, it was.
I think I gotta work on with him. Like, I understand, like, bullet passes are good here and there, but Jesus, he just rifles them in there all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, yeah, you would assume that your all pro receivers can catch these balls, but then again, they're not used to this.
Yeah, and they'll get used to it. Like, but yeah,
I hope so.
Yeah. I mean, down in the middle of the field, that's how it needs to be, because those throws in the middle of the field today were perfect. And the one to Ben Sims on the sideline was maybe his best throw all year. Off platform, right on the sideline. Real quick update: the Steelers just got a field goal. I don't know if you saw that, but either way, Steelers up.
I didn't see it in the reflection there.
Yeah. There's not much to say about JJ. It was a good day. Could have been better in a lot of cases. I would have liked to see a second half out of him, because if he was probably in, I think the Vikings probably win 30-3 instead. But we don't care about the score. We got the win. Jordan Mason had a fantastic day on the ground.
Oh yeah, he played great. He had 14 rushes, 94 yards. Like,
yep.
I mean,
and it's only fitting that the one touchdown we scored today is in CJ Ham's probable last game. So thank you, CJ Ham.
Yeah.
That was
really glad KOC could feed him one there. That was really cool.
He's such a weapon for this team, the blocking and that sneaky fullback rush there.
Yeah.
He's perfect. But CJ Ham and Harry the Hitman Smith, thank you. Harry said in his post-game interview, they asked, "Do you know? Like, have you made up your mind?" He goes, "No, but I'm leaning one way, and I think we all know which way that is." There's a very, very small chance he returns, but went out on a high note, 5 wins in a row, I guess, but stinks to see this being his last season. But Harry Hitman, I mean, you are the player Jack and I watched growing up. Like,
oh yeah,
the longest tenured guy that we've seen. It hits for sure.
Hurts. It definitely hurts. Like, seeing that post-game press conference, it's like, damn.
Yeah.
New era here, but
so many
maybe
memories.
It's time.
Yep. So many. You know what? Sometime this week we're just gonna have to, all three of us, give our best memory from Harry Hitman's career.
Yeah.
A play or something like that. Honor Hitman.
Yep.
All right.
I like it.
Yeah. Either way, probably him and CJ Ham's last game. But other than that, I mean, you expected the defense to come in today and just completely dominate, and they did. The Packers couldn't do one thing on offense. They kicked the field goal with 1 second left, so it was really a shutout. They had 34 passing yards. Or wait a second. Yeah. Oh, actually, so they had -7 passing yards. Wow. Rushing yards, they had 128, but they were just relying on that all day. So, yeah, defense, heck of a year. Brian Flores, most likely going somewhere else. But if you can retain him, got to give him whatever he wants.
Yep.
So it's going to be an interesting offseason. We'll have a ton on it, just a ton.
Oh, yeah. Well, especially once the playoffs start wrapping up. Like, I have a feeling things aren't going to, like, I mean, you already see today, like, the Falcons are cleaning house. Like,
that's what I wanted to talk about, too.
Long to figure out who's going where. I don't think this offseason.
So, okay, now that you brought up the Falcons, one real quick thing. So they've obviously, everyone just saw, they fired Raheem Morris and they fired Terry Fontenot right after the game, basically. Like, their season's done.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are out. And a lot of the guys, a lot of the analysts are saying, like, it's because Terry Fontenot gets fired because of his drafting and stuff, which if you go back to like his first round picks ever since he got hired in 2021,
they're not horrible.
Very, very good. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
Like, it's really good. And I think he honestly, he's put together a team. I mean, when you have an offense, even with Kirk as quarterback, Kirk's been playing well for him. But when like you have Bijan Robinson, you have Drake London, you have Darnell Mooney, I think an all right offensive line. I'm pretty sure they rank kind of right in the middle of the pack in PFF's standards. Then you have a bunch of playmakers on the defense, like Jesse Bates and other guys. This is all on Raheem Morris, not putting together a game plan, not putting together a season. So, I mean, you're literally in the easiest division in football. Like, I don't see any of this being
next year.
Exactly. Like, I don't see anything wrong with Terry Fontenot. Maybe his late round stuff, but if you go through all his first round picks, his first pick ever was Kyle Pitts, which Kyle Pitts was bad for a while.
Such a great example. Like, I mean, you have a guy out here who was praised as going to be one of the greatest tight ends the league has ever seen.
Yep.
And what was his first breakout game 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Like, awesome. Like, nice one.
He's been like reliable, but he was drafted 4th overall. He was, like you said, he was supposed to be the best tight end in the NFL. Coming out of college, out of Florida. But yeah, I mean, this was his first really good. He was second in, like, if you're counting like fantasy points and all that stuff as a reliable stat, he was second in all like fantasy points.
Still not enough for me to draft him next year.
Yeah, exactly.
Not quite yet, Kyle. Not quite yet.
Yeah, but then so his second in 2022, he drafts Drake London, who's a top 10 wide receiver, still like. And with the Kyle Pitts pick, I think it was still a good pick because everyone would have picked Kyle Pitts at that 4th spot. Like he had number 1 opportunities there overall and stuff. Like, he was going to be picked number 4 no matter what. So people can't crap on Terry for that pick. But Drake London, great pick. And then in 2023, you get Bijan Robinson. Those are like 2 of the best players in their position. And then in 2024, Michael Penix, which, you've had your problems with him now. He's had flashes. He's kind of had a JJ McCarthy type situation here. But I mean, that might be a bust, but that's, I'd say 1 out of 4 of his first round picks a bust so far. But then this past draft, he drafts Jalen Walker and James Pierce, 2 defensive ends in the first round with his 2 picks. James Pierce, well, actually, I'll go to Jalen Walker. Jalen Walker had a fantastic year. He had like 5.5 sacks, which, if you want to compare him to, like, he was drafted 15th. Dallas Turner was drafted 17th. Jalen Walker had a much better year than Dallas Turner did in his first season. Dallas being younger and everything, but either way, Jalen Walker looks to be a solid player for them and a hit. Like, they didn't whiff on that draft pick there. But then James Pierce out of Tennessee, my guy from James Pierce, he just had 2 sacks today, and he wrapped the season up with 8.5 sacks. A fantastic rookie year. I mean, the dude is so fast off the edge. So Terry Fontenot's drafting seems to be perfectly fine. And, like, you can talk about free agency acquisitions, but this is all on Raheem Morris. I don't think Terry should have been fired. I really don't.
No, definitely not. I feel like that it was definitely an overreaction by whoever the hell the owner is for the Falcons.
Yeah, I definitely think so. Either way, going back to like off-season talks, I mean, there's going to be the NFL off-season. It's really good because, I mean, they keep the fans into it for so long. The Super Bowl stretches into February, and then right after that, it's like the draft combine is in like 3 weeks, and then after that, and like free agency opens up 3 weeks after that, and that gets pretty, especially last year for Vikings fans, but that gets heated sometimes. And then a month after that, it's the draft, and then a month and a half, 2 months later, it's training camp. So it's the NFL.
There's not
does
a lot of
job.
downtime for football.
Yeah,
like there is baseball or hockey. It's just
Yep. I feel like hockey's the worst because, like, there's no hockey's off season. Like the baseball, it's okay because free agency, a lot of players in free agency, and
Twins, they made a couple moves. Are they?
Yeah,
great?
we're gonna talk about that
Absolutely
tomorrow.
Not. But hey, more on that tomorrow.
Are they great? No. But yeah, no, that's a good way to do it. Twins made a few moves, yes, but
I looked at my phone, I said,
okay.
I'm in my day.
Exactly. That just, you know what? Screw the episode. We don't need to talk about it. That's all you fans need to know. Okay, signings. No, we'll talk about the Twins tomorrow because they finally did something we've been waiting for. Hey, but spring training next month. Next month.
We're getting pretty close.
Getting to it. Yeah, either way, we'll talk a lot more extensively about the Vikings season in the off season, what they should do at each position, quarterback, really all of it, to be honest. And then, Jack, is there anything else you want to talk about from today's game or anything you want to note on?
I mean, I'm still pissed off at the fact that we won last week. So,
yeah. And what he means by that is going back to the fourth place schedule, people. Like,
yeah, it sucks.
Just,
I don't know. I mean, granted, nobody's ever going to like purposely lose unless you're the Packers today.
Well, like, yeah, but you have literally nothing to play for.
They were locked in at the 17th. Yeah. So, I mean, might as well lose and try to get some more draft capital at that point. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like, I mean, no fan wants to accept the tank. Yeah. But for the certain situation the Vikings were in this year, I feel like it was just you gotta. Like,
I think so.
I don't know.
Because my thought with it too is like you're still gonna have a really good team next year. You're gonna lose guys this offseason because of the money standards and everything. But if you could have secured like a top 8 pick or even like a top 10 pick, we talked so much about it. You're gonna have a really good team next year no matter what. That would have been just special. Add a Jeremiah Love or add like a legit like franchise changing pick.
Yeah.
Like top 10 pick. That would have been so nice. And actually, the Vikings are firmly at 18 now. So they're drafting at 18.
They just had to go win 5 games in a row, didn't you?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Jack and I released an episode weeks ago.
Win, but
of course.
It's just so tricky, especially that Lions game last week. It was just like, damn it.
So fun to watch, but every time they got a turnover.
Fun in the moment, not fun the next day.
Yeah, exactly.
But what do you do?
Yeah, I mean, Jack and I released an episode a month ago or whatever when the Vikings were at like 10 or 11 draft-wise. We were like, okay, this is kind of around the range where you can get a Jeremiah Love, or we saw Caleb Downs. Caleb Downs drop that far. I don't think there's a chance of that, but
you never know.
There's a chance. PFF had it like that, and they're one of the more trustworthy sources out there, but there was guys that you could get, and now you're at 18 where you still should get a day one starter, but it's not going to be a game changer like top 10 picks usually should be or are. So that part of it sucks. But I mean, I'll get going pretty quickly here on my college football, I guess, scouting reports, as you could say, who the Vikings should be drafting. But I mean, we're going to have a lot of talks about trades. Should we acquire more picks? Because actually, you know what? I'm going to extend our listener GM segment to 2 listener GM questions because
one of them was pretty on point with that. So might as well let her rip.
So this one was from C. Just C is his name on TikTok. Okay. He said, and this was us saying, everything that we've just said right now. The Vikings dropped. We wanted a higher draft pick. We wanted them to lose this weekend to get that 4th place schedule and the draft. This was that video. And he said, what makes you think Kwesi will pick the right player? He said, arguably the worst 4-year stretch in NFL draft history. No, that's not wrong. And we all agree with that.
Oh, no. I see. You have a very valid point to question that.
Yes. Yeah, very valid.
Yeah, extremely valid point. But I don't know. I feel like this year is just kind of one of those make or break deals with Kwesi. Like, he either has to be the right guy this year or his ass is grass. Like, he's not going to be our GM in 27. Like, there's no way.
That also brought, okay, I'm going to go back to the Falcons thing real quick, and I'll get back to your question, C, or your statement. If Terry Fontenot gets canned for those types of drafts how is Kwesi not canned yet?
I mean, I understand Kwesi's free agency classes the last however many years. They've been
perfect. Yeah.
But then again, if you're given this money, this cap space, like, you would assume any GM can go out there and just say, "Oh, hey, we're going to give you so and so for whatever." Like I don't know.
Well, here's the thing too. He also has Kevin O'Connell and Brian Flores, maybe the best like coach duo in the NFL. The Falcons have nowhere near that.
In his ear saying, "Hey, draft.
Exactly."
Yeah.
But even for like even just like for the free agency aspect of it, like the Falcons, Raheem Morris was never like a great head coach to begin with. I don't even know who their DC was or I don't know who their coordinators were, but either way, like Terry Fontenot, if you were the GM for the Vikings, you wouldn't have been canned here because you have KOC and Flores to run your team, and they do it so well.
Help you out.
Like, they do it so well running the team, but because the Falcons have been such a mess for 4 or 5 years now, ever since Terry kind of stepped in.
28-3, baby. That's when their whole franchise went down the shitter.
Exactly. Terry just he got the blow. Like that's what happened.
He absolutely did.
But I'll bring Trevor into this quick. Trevor makes a very good point when he says, "You better," because Kwesi knows he's on the hot seat for drafts this year.
Which you should.
Trevor keeps saying, which I completely agree with, you need to really watch Kwesi because we keep talking about like a Hawkinson trade, swing him and eat some of his contract for a 5th round pick. Jordan Addison, package him with a 3rd round pick to get a 1st round pick somewhere. Get some picks, but Trevor keeps saying Kwesi might leverage picks, like a lot of picks in his future years, because he knows if he doesn't do well here, he's done. And then he can just kind of screw over our franchise. And so
I don't think he's like that though. I mean,
I don't think he is, but GMs to keep their job. I mean, this is like it's a dream job for these guys. Yeah, they'll do anything. You really got to keep him grounded here, which again, both of us don't think Kwesi would do that, but it's something that some people would do. They're like, "Oh, I need to make a statement here. We already have 10 draft picks, but Kwesi could be like, I need 15 to really prove myself. Because if I get just even 2 big star players out of these 15 draft picks, then I'll be sitting pretty. I'll have my job still." But anyway,
you're gonna have the scenic outlook on the highest floor.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so see what makes us think Kwesi will pick the right player. To actually answer the question, I think because he has 10 draft picks, he hasn't had this much draft capital. I don't think in any of his drafts going into it. I think like at the end of the 23 draft, he may have made 10 picks, but that's because of trades in the draft. But I don't know. I think Kwesi's also learned his lesson with like trading down and trying to be too cute with this. Stick and pick, just like you did. Some people were mad that we didn't go or trade up for like a defensive tackle like Derek Harmon or a Walter Nolan in this past draft or someone like that. But sticking and picking and not passing up a talent like Donovan Jackson was perfect in the moment. And he turned out to be one of the more consistent players on our offense and will probably be here for a decade. Yeah, I think he's kind of learned his lesson with that. He has a lot of wiggle room here, 2 3rd-round picks, and like we keep talking about, could be more picks. That's where my head's with it. But yeah, that's where I'm sitting with it. I think he's learned a lot, but don't be reckless, Kwesi. Yeah,
so damn well he's seeing like the community and the fans' outlook on him and how like the fire has been lit under his chair.
Yeah.
Now, whether he wants to lock in this draft and put that fire out is up to him.
Yeah. So. I mean, it's all up to him. Like he can blame, like if he were to get fired, well, KOC told me to draft JJ McCarthy. He told me to draft this guy in this next draft.
Well, he's not the GM.
Yeah, you're the one making the final decision. You're the one making the call, Kwesi. So
you went
do
with it.
what you think is
your
right.
Problem.
Exactly. But there is that question because he has been terrible in drafts. So can't fully trust him.
We'll have to come back. Yeah. We'll have to come back to C's question here once the draft is done. I want to get a reaction.
Yep. C, if you're listening, come back in the draft and we want to hear from you again.
Yep.
All right. We're going to get to our second, I'm forgetting this segment. Listener GM. Sorry.
Listener GM.
Listener GM segment.
Has it been
my mind's
weekend,
washed.
Bruce?
It has. A lot of sports. this Vikings game just JJ McCarthy gets hurt again. Just washes my brain. All right. Marcus Tanner on one of our wild videos. He is asking, you know what? Let me give a little context here. The Wild, they're winning ball games. They're winning. They have a great record. They have a 98% chance to make it to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So in this type of a situation, you would ideally trade for someone or make additions before the trade deadline. Boost your team up, get an extra push going into the playoffs. And a little bit more context, the Wild, out of the Avalanche, Stars, and the Wild, they have the most cap space to make a move at the deadline. They have about $11 million that they could work with.
The deadline like the 5th or something?
Of February, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's the 5th, yeah. I think the Avs and Stars are sitting around like 4 or 5 million. So if they really wanted to, they could add a fourth line guy if they really need it. I don't think they do.
No.
Oh, did you see Landeskog went down tonight? He got hurt in the Avs game. I don't know what that was about, but I mean, it stinks for them. But either way,
I don't think it. From what I seen on social media, I mean, it doesn't seem like it's anything super insane, but it's enough to kind of set them back a little bit. Which I mean, obviously, never going to root for anybody to get hurt, but hey, thanks.
Yeah. So Marcus Tanner chimes in the TikTok comment section. He asks, do you think the organization will try to trade for one key player, 2 role players, or just stick with the boys we have? Jack, you can answer first.
Well, Marcus, I would love for them to make a move here. You know, Bill. I mean, Bill's got a lot on his plate right now with the Olympics going on, and I mean, it's tricky in that situation. But I would love to go get. I would love to go get a center. We have to, because I mean, Euro's been playing great. I mean, I love watching him against Anaheim. He did great.
Yeah, he was good.
No complaints for me on that. I mean, there's 1 or 2 where it was kind of like, oh, that would have been great to have, but that's going to happen with a center. You're not going to have all of them. But I will say the thing that's on the back of my mind, which I know if I bring this up, it's kind of going to cause a little detour here, but I can't stop thinking about the playoffs.
For the Wild, just broadly.
Playoffs,
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So whether we trade for somebody or not, we have to beat. We're not catching the Avs. We're not catching the Avs. It's not going to happen. They're gonna break the point record. That's what's going to happen.
Actually, I looked into that. They're not on pace. The Bruins in 22. No, because they have too many overtime losses. The NHL just posted about that yesterday on Instagram.
That's not what it was saying during the Kings game. Yes, Wild Kings game. So they're on pace to break it.
Give me a second. Keep talking.
Anyway, but back to what I was saying. So we're gonna have to play Dallas first round, and then we're gonna have to go play Colorado. So, I mean, I would love to have faith in this Wild team for how special this damn team has been, but there's not a chance in hell we're beating both of them. So part of me wants to say, save the capital, save the cap, see what you can do in the offseason. But then again, I like where you're thinking with this, Marcus. I do think we should go out and get something. I don't think we should waste this half a Hughes year. I mean, I understand if Bill wants to just go all out next year with Hughes, but if we're terrible next year, you got to assume we're going to trade Hughes for something.
Yeah, I think you could. It would be smart to assume that for sure.
But as of now, regardless of those playoff thoughts, we have to get a center. If you're going to ask me straight up, I would say we have to get a first or second line center. You just have to.
Yeah, I like Sturm on the fourth line. He can win a face-off whenever. I have no worries there. Okay, I can't seem to find what I was thinking of. The NHL just posted about that, on pace. Okay. Either way, you might be right with last night's game because it was probably a few days ago. It may have changed, but they're right at the same as the Bruins were, 3 years ago or whatever. Yeah, I completely agree with Jack though. A center, whether it be a mid-tier center like Coleman or Eric Holla, or you go get more of a, if you can convince the Penguins, Sidney Crosby's not gonna, you want him to win a Stanley Cup, go get Sidney Crosby, and if you can convince
that'd be amazing.
them to give Sidney up, but which, I mean, I'm just laughing because there's probably no way of that happening, but yeah, either way, it's a center. I think it'd be one. They're not going to make more than one move, but
no.
Yeah, what Jack brought up, yes, it's just completely stupid. I mean, the Avs right now would be playing the Kings.
Yes,
in the
they're on
playoffs.
pace for 140 currently.
And what did the Bruins have? 138?
135.
135, so okay. Yeah, it's I mean, this just goes to show. I mean, the three teams in the Central, being the Wild, Stars, and Dallas, have the three best records in the league, and two of those teams are going to be eliminated before the conference championships.
Yeah.
And it's just so dumb. I can't even.
Which I also want to bring up. I was talking to my dad about this yesterday. I know there's been talk about changing the playoff format, but after this year, there's not a chance in hell they don't change it. You literally have the best teams in the league, and two of them are not going to make it to the conference finals. So that's like a Colorado and God, what am I trying to say here? You have a Colorado and Buffalo finals. Yeah, right. When you could have a Buffalo or not Buffalo.
You mean Edmonton?
Well, yeah, it could be Edmonton too, but I just went with someone in the East first, so I came to my mind.
Oh, you mean for the actual finals? I thought you meant
for the actual finals.
Okay, never mind.
Just first one in the East to come to my name.
Yep.
But which props to Buffalo, they're doing great. Anyway, it's just stupid. Like from an entertainment and business point of view, like why would you not want like the faces of the league for the year to not make it far in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Like I think I saw a stat the other day. The last 12 or 13 years, the President Cup winner has not made it past the first round. Which is insane.
Yeah,
especially for that just stupid Boston team.
Yeah.
To just get clobbered in the first round was
they lost in 5, right?
Yeah.
Or did they get swept because they played Florida, right?
Yeah, they played Florida. I think they won 1.
Yeah, it's either 5 or 4. I know they didn't win 2. But
that was just absolutely mind-boggling to me. Which, I mean, I understand Florida was ridiculous. I mean, you got the truck coming out of the blue just going off. But I guess, I don't know. They got to do something about this playoffs. Like, I don't know.
I mean, when we're like talking,
same with the NFL.
So, yes,
I mean,
exactly.
I don't want to switch back into football mode, but like if you had two sports here whose seeding is just stupid. Like you have an under 500 team making the playoffs in the NFL. Why? Like there's no reason for that. They're going to get absolutely slaughtered by the Rams.
They should.
It's essentially a bye for the Rams. And if the Panthers win, if Bryce Young has the game of his life, great.
Props.
That's awesome.
Good job.
I'd love to see that because God knows those Vikings fans don't want to see the Rams win. But I don't know. It just makes no sense to me. Like how
like I'm gonna like really put this into people's minds. So like Jack just said, we are the top 3 teams in the league: Dallas, Colorado, and Minnesota, and we are actually tied with Dallas right now in points. I don't know if at 58, but if you go by points, no one is even close to us 3. So in the Pacific, Vegas is winning. They are at 40. We have 12 more points than Vegas, who are winning the Pacific.
And what did we just do to Vegas last week?
Oh, just absolutely dominated. I mean, it was not even close. I mean, Edmonton has 46 points too, and then Anaheim has 45. Either way, 12 and 13 points above those teams.
7-2 in their last 10.
Yep, exactly.
They're playing horrible right now, which, I mean, lucky us that we got to play them during that.
And then you go to the Atlantic in the East. It's closer, but you're still 5 points ahead of Tampa Bay, who's winning the Atlantic. But that shouldn't even matter because they're in the East.
Catching up, like they're.
Yeah, I mean, Hurricanes are first in the Metropolitan.
I mean, I would consider them probably. I would consider them better than Tampa, but
I would take the Canes.
Yeah, I would take Carolina over Tampa. I mean, even though they have like what is it, like 2 or? Oh no, they're tied. They're tied, I think. But You clearly have the 3 definitive best teams in the league in the same division, and only one of them is going to make it to the Final Four.
Yep. I mean, so
Come on,
how would you fix it? Like if so would you go like 2 division winners
I would
have to play
I mean,
like
you have to do that.
So
and then the rest are just like I don't know because
if if we did like 2 division winners
out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
You never want to do that.
No.
I
think this is how it should go. So you take like the 2 division leaders. So it'd be Colorado and Dallas right now, and then Vegas and Edmonton. And then you have 4 wildcard teams, the top one being Minnesota, Anaheim, then Seattle, and then Los Angeles. Mm-hmm. So Colorado being the most points more than Vegas. You really just rank the 2 division leaders in each like Pacific and Central.
1 through 4, and then you rank the wild cards 5 through 8.
Yeah, and then you just go off of that. The top seed plays the 8th seed. Yeah. Colorado gets Los Angeles. Dallas, they would get Seattle. And then we would end up playing Edmonton, I think. Or no, we would end up playing Anaheim. No, I'm sorry, Edmonton. Sorry, not Anaheim. Yeah, but then Vegas would play Anaheim. We would play Edmonton. That would mix it up every year. You wouldn't have freaking Edmonton versus the Kings for like the 90th year in a row.
Yeah, I'm so sick of that. I'm sorry.
How many years in a row has that been? I need to check.
I understand you want to have these like hardcore rivalries because I mean rivalries are kind of a thing of the past, unfortunately. That's coming from your favorite Twin City Sports Talk Yankees fan. Like you can't tell me the Yankees and Red Sox rivalry is what
nothing like the same
in the 2010s or even the 2000s or even 2010s. Like it's I don't know, but. Then like even Vikings Packers, like it's not as insane.
Doesn't feel the same
to be. Like I remember just like literally trying to come up with anything I possibly could to shit on a Packers fan.
Yep.
Which I don't know if that, but anyway, we've all been there. Or like even hockey. Like I mean, we play Winnipeg here next week. Who cares?
Yeah, it's just another game. Like, that's all it is now.
We're not like because I mean, Winnipeg, Dallas. Like I would argue those 2 are our biggest rivals, but you're not making a big deal about it. Like Winnipeg's horrible. Like there's got like I don't know. I guess I'm kind of like going back on myself here when it comes to rivalries, saying, "Oh, you want to get rivalries more insane," but I mean that's what they're trying to do in the playoffs. But I guess I'm really sick of seeing the same 4 teams play each other in the playoffs. Like the last 3 playoff runs we've played, it's been Vegas, Dallas, Vegas, right?
Yeah, and then the Blues the year before that.
The Blues the year before, yep.
So it's been a bit different for us, but we're kind of used to seeing either Vegas or Dallas, which is pretty much always playing. Stupid.
Or it's I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to the Kings real quick. So last year was obviously Edmonton. The year before that was Edmonton, so that's 2 years in a row. The year before that was Edmonton. 2021-22 season was Edmonton, so 4 years in a row. They missed the playoffs in 2020. 2019, they missed the play. Okay, so 4 years in a row. So the last 4 years, the Kings have made the playoffs, and every single year, it's been Edmonton they play.
By Edmonton.
I can't. It's just I don't even want to put my yes.
Damn, you're
so over it.
Like they hear the name Connor McDavid and they're about to pull the trigger. Like it's just I don't know. I really hate the format of the playoffs right now.
Yep.
I mean, if this year it doesn't change, it's never going to change.
Yeah, this is the biggest telltale sign of it.
Yeah.
I mean, even in our division too,
like 5 or like 3 of the top 5 teams were in like 2 different divisions.
Yep.
Which I mean, I don't think that's. I mean, it's
not as bad as
people
this.
Thinking about it, but it's not nearly as bad as this is.
Yeah, and even in our division, like we are 16 points ahead of the Preds. They're at 42 points.
Yeah, like I mean, we're super happy. Like this is the most fun Wild team I think I've ever watched, and we're probably going to lose in the first or second round.
Yeah.
Like it sucks.
It really sucks.
It really does.
And I had no idea the Stars have lost 5 straight.
Mm-hmm.
Did not
Keep
know
tanking,
that.
baby.
Yeah, that would be big.
Hopefully Robertson's butt hurt since he's not playing for the U.S.
Yeah, I saw that too. Oh my gosh,
But
yeah.
I don't
Now
think
the
I'm gonna
Stars.
score anymore.
Oh man, this is all right. Okay, this is a good talker. Real quick before we end, the Stars are going on a 6-game road trip now against some good teams too. They got Carolina, Capitals, San Jose, Los Angeles, Anaheim, and then Utah. All competitive teams there. Man, if they could go like 3-3, I'll even ask if the Stars can go 4-2. This is your chance to make a run on them right here, right now. 6 road games in a row.
Which we don't have a super easy schedule coming up either. I mean, granted,
no, we don't.
But I mean, you got what?
Well, LA and Seattle, and then the Islanders.
LA, Seattle, then I know, it's the
Devils.
Islanders, the Devils, and is it Florida or is it
Winnipeg?
Winnipeg,
and then
I was just talking about them.
And then a Canada trip.
Yeah, then a little
back home for
Eastern Canada trip.
Yeah. Yeah. Either way, this is your chance to.
You got to do something here.
Yep.
Bill.
Yeah, I mean,
if you can hear me and you're watching this, if the U.S. lose the Olympics, who cares?
We don't care. Keep your mind in the right place, Bill.
Yes.
Right place here.
Your priorities.
But yeah, either way, Marcus Tanner, thanks for the comment. We got sidetracked there, but it was very in depth.
I like it. Those comments that get us on those side tangents are good.
Yes, yeah, it's good.
I've been meaning to bring up the NHL playoffs bracket for a while, but that just really got me going there.
Yep. Yeah, that's it today for Twin Cities Sports Talk, though. Yeah, a lot of good talkers there. Vikings end their season at 9-8, winning record on a weird season. This week, we'll get into our NFL playoff predictions and what we see in the playoffs happening there. We'll go over the Twins signings because Twins have done a couple things, maybe not what we wanted, but they've done a few things. So stay positive, Twins fans. They did something. So there we go. And the Ravens right now are winning 17-13. So, all right.
Wouldn't it be pretty funny if they start out 1-5 and they make the playoffs?
Oh, man, I know. I mean, that would be really cool, but that division went down the crap hole this year, too. I mean, Joe Burrow got injured. I get it. But
if the Steelers lose, they're 9-8, baby.
Why would that matter?
Mike Tomlin's got his winning record. Who cares, right?
Oh, I thought you said the Ravens. Yes, yeah. Mike Tomlin got his winning record. That's all he cares about. How many is that? 21 in a row or 19?
Something like that. Just something insane.
Yeah, it's just stupid. But all right, Twin Cities Sports Talk. Thanks for watching. Go follow the Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, and YouTube. Yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow for some Twins content.